everybody, this is Matt. We're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for watching. Today we're going to do another episode on our Yngwie Malmsteen Strat project. And let's see, the last time that we were out here, you saw me using a weenie roller to apply some sealer onto the fabric that we glued on. And I have already cut and trimmed all of the extra fabric off, and I'm going to roll in the footage of me doing that right now.
I move when I want to, I'm never moving otherwise. I eat, I grow, and next territory from a foe. It won't take you too long to discover where the truth lies. But nothing happens round here without my say-so. Here comes the bull gator. Here comes the bull gator. Here comes the bull gator. Oh, bull gator got to come on through. I age like the words on a page of a closed book. Through the river of time that I'm a road. I'm the queen, I'm the bishop, I'm the knight, and I'm both rooks. I'm the mighty jaws of an ancient god. Here comes the bull gator. Here comes the bull gator. Here comes the bull gator. Got to come on through. I move slow, so steady as she goes, true purpose. I found way down in dark water, my boundaries melt. I'll rise like a mushroom cloud to the surface. I'm the crooked old hand of death itself. Here comes the bull gator. Here comes the bull gator. Here comes the bull gator. Our bull gator got to come on through.
Okay, so that's how we did that. We used just about every tool in the shop to grind off the excess fabric, and so we used everything from my beloved pin router to get into some of these areas here. We used the router table to get into some of it, and we even used a hand rasp to kind of grind off this edge here. You'll notice we've sanded everything on the edge to 220, and now I'm going to spray on a new shell of sealer. This paint is not, we're not going to leave it this color on the edge. It's actually going to be a dark brown or almost black color on the edge. And we're going to go in and we're going to paint all of this stuff in here too, because I think it's just going to look really classy if we do that. So let's do that now. So I'm going to take a little bit of video of the setup. I'm going to take a little bit of video of the sealer mixing and that kind of stuff. We're going to be using Simtex sealer again, but that stuff gets everywhere, so I probably won't have a lot of footage of the of me actually spraying the Simtex sealer. So the next time that you see me holding this guitar, it's actually going to be tomorrow, and it's going to be shiny and it's going to be cool. But enough of the bullshit talk. Let's get to work. Okay, everybody, it is the next day, and I realized that I told y'all I was going to show you some of the things that we did before we sprayed. So let's talk a little bit about some of those things real quick. So in this plastic measuring cup here is the tongue depressor that I used to stir the sealer. Here is the remains of the sealer. A lot of people freak out because it's got that pink hue. Don't worry about that. So sealer, this is kind of what is on your Squire Strat. Well, maybe not that thick, but this has been sitting for about 24 hours. And as you can see, it's hard as rock. So there's that. So that's, pretty much what we do with the sealer is I mixed up, I don't know, probably about half a cup, maybe a little more than half a cup. And then we put some of this catalyst in it. This is MEKP, and about a capful of that MEKP to a little less than a full cup here. By the way, this is the big container of MEKP. We don't use a capful from this container. We use a capful from this little guy here. So let's have a look at our Yngwie Strat. All right, so here is our Yngwie Strat after its second course of sealer that we sprayed on just last night. So I'll get the camera and hand walk you through what this looks like in close up. So it is shiny now because we've sprayed new sealer over the sealer that we had previously scuffed back to 220. The edges are all locked in, and they've got, I don't want to say a colorful candy shell because it's just a colorful clear shell. It's a colorful clear shell. But all of these places where the paint kind of chipped off, this is single stage paint we suspect from Fender, and it's great as long as it doesn't have any cracks or chips, because once it gets cracks and chips, man, it wants to go every which way. But that's, again, this is that's no real big deal. So everything is now encased in the sealer, and what we're going to do next in the next video is we're going to scuff all of this stuff back and try and level it. If we can go ahead and level it all the way, then we're solid. If not, and I don't suspect we'll be able to, we'll get it as level as we can, spray another course of sealer on it, and then go for our full level, and then go with our burst around the edge and clear and assembly. So let me hold the camera and show you up close what the guitar looks like. Okay, so as you can see, all of the places where we chipped paint off or sanded through, those are all encased in a sealer shell. And we're going to go ahead and scuff this all back as much as we can because we don't want the paint to be ridiculously thick. During the course of the project, like I was saying in a previous video, all the stuff that's yellow on the inside here will be the same color as the burst will be, and that will be really cool. Alright, so here's what the back looks like. Now as you can see, there's still quite a bit of topography here. It's still kind of bumpy, and all that stuff's going to sand back and get nice and smooth. And yeah, this thing is going to be extra neat. So I know I've talked about Simtex sealer a lot, and I know I've told you before there's probably lots of other products on the market that work equally well. I just don't use them. So if you have any questions about that stuff, I'm probably not going to be able to help you all out. But if you have any questions about what we've done on the Yngwie Strat so far, please leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget, guys, on my website, TexasToastGuitars.com, there is a shop blog section, and there's a great big blog about how we do fabric top guitars there. So if you have any questions that I may not have answered yet in the series, please go over there and have a peek at that workshop blog. Let's see, this is probably not a bad time to answer some of the questions. There's a lot of people that have been upset with me because we ground off the finish off of a Yngwie Strat. Like this is this is the one true and holy guitar as far as they're concerned. I assure you, this is a 2018 Fender, but there's really nothing that wowie zowie exciting about it. I mean, it's a cool Strat, but it's not like, you know, it's not like a vintage guitar, or it's not, you know, like they stopped making Yngwie guitars. They still make these. They've been making them for 30 years. This body and the neck and everything came from the Stratosphere. It's all brand new stuff, but it came from Stratosphere. There's certificate of authenticity with all of this. So I don't know. You know, and at the end of the day, it's not your guitar, so what do you care what I'm doing to it? This is what the customer wanted. This is what the customer's paying me to do. If you can't handle that, then gosh, I don't know, maybe go back and play more video games or something. So, let's see. If you guys like the video, give me the thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you appreciate content like this, you might want to go over to our Patreon page and consider becoming a member. Even $1 a month goes a long way to helping us bring you cool videos like this. And there's quite a few incentives for Patreon members. There's some Patreon exclusive videos, there's giveaways, you know, shit like that. So let's go ahead and wrap this one up, and we'll see you guys for the next installment of the Yngwie guitar. But until then, this is Matt at Texas Toast reminding you that if you're so smart, build it yourself. That's what I do. Thanks for watching, everybody.